What up, Logan, Taekwon, Crypto. Here today I'm talking about the progression that people should take when they get into cryptocurrency. What do you do once you get started? The answer to that is to meet Crypto Betsy.
What?
Yeah, it's an acronym I made up, Betsy, B.E.T.S.Y. And it's super simple. The progression is you buy crypto first, then you figure out how to earn crypto with it, B-E, and then you've got to talk to people, get involved in the community. Then I think you need a self-custody, and lastly, yield farm. So that's it, Betsy. I'm going to go into those real quick as I go through the video. Hopefully it helps you if you're new to crypto, and if you're just getting into it, subscribe to the channel for these kind of tips and educational resources. And hey,
Welcome to crypto.
okay, so someone asks you,
Hey, where do I get started in cryptocurrency?
you got to buy it, the B in Betsy. And typically you're going to buy crypto from some centralized exchange. I don't care if it's Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Upbit, Hotbit, Bybit, Fitbit. Wherever you can get crypto in your legal jurisdiction is where you should buy it. That's moving you from zero to hero. Well, really from zero to something. So I don't care where you buy it. And I don't care what you buy. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar, Doge, though I do have an opinion on that. And I don't care how much you buy. $100, $1,000, 5% of your portfolio, 50% of your portfolio. Well, actually, in good faith, I can't really recommend any particular percentage. Do your own research. This channel is not financial advice. And then one might ask, what's the least risky crypto? And the answer to that is probably USD coin. It's literally backed by $1. And it's an ERC20 token that lives on Ethereum. It's backed by $1.
Why would I buy crypto worth $1?
Lots of reasons we won't go into, but at the very least for you in this video, why I would encourage someone to buy USD coin is because then you can take it and you can move it somewhere and earn interest, which, not coincidentally, is reason number 2. Now, you can earn on some cryptos natively through an exchange like Coinbase. I think by far a better solution is to move your crypto from the centralized exchange to a centralized bank that focuses on borrowing and lending, like Nexo, Celsius, BlockFi. Just Google crypto borrowing and lending and see what comes up. What you'll find are incredibly interesting interest rates, like how traditional finance felt 10, 15 years ago. So buy, earn, then talk. In fact, the easiest place is to probably just start a Twitter account, if you don't have one already, and start following people.
But who do I follow?
Just Google the top 10 crypto Twitter accounts you should follow. I mean, there's a ton of them out there. If you want, you can go check out my profile on Twitter and see who I follow. You're not going to recognize a lot of the people I follow, but you might recognize a few. Then find projects that are interesting and join their Discord or their Telegram group. I don't really personally like Telegram, but I'm on Discord. You can find me there. And just start asking questions.
But TKK, I don't want to bother these people.
But what you don't realize is crypto nerds like us love talking about this stuff. So when you ask us questions, you're actually empowering us. Unless those questions are,
When Moon
Win roadmap.
or when Doge market cap greater than Bitcoin.
I won't respond to those ones. So then what? You buy, you earn, you start to talk. I think the next evolution of anybody who's getting into crypto should be self-custody. And that was my journey. It took me a good while to realize that I could even earn, let alone start to talk to people directly in the crypto community. And then figuring out how to self-custody. I mean, the saying is,
Not your keys, not your coins.
and that's a saying for a reason, because when you start your own wallet, you and only you, well, only you if you use a cold wallet where the password is generated not on the internet. But either way, probably only you know your seed phrase.
Unless you go write it down on a cloud platform or email it to yourself or save it in a text file in Google Docs.
Then other people probably know your seed phrase. But if you can protect your seed phrase and you have your own wallet and you self-custody, that means your crypto is now in your own wallet. And why is this a big deal? Because when you hear the words that Bitcoin is unconfiscatable, what it means is if you're self-custodying and you have access to your own keys and your crypto is in your own wallet account, then nobody can take it. You can go anywhere in the world and have access to your funds, at least anywhere with internet access. My point is, as you evolve from buying and earning and talking, you then realize,
Man, I should really be self-custodying my crypto.
and when you do that, it opens up a whole new world to what cryptocurrency is and what you can do with it, because it gives you access to a whole new world of tokens, which brings us to the Y in Betsy, yield. Similar to how you earn interest on crypto in a crypto bank, generating yield, or what's typically referred to as yield farming, is all about using your crypto to perform a function in a crypto ecosystem in which you're incentivized by gaining their tokens, that project's tokens. The yield you accrue is the token of the project you're interfacing with. As an example, when we talk about liquidity, which, by the way, I have a video on, and the roles liquidity providers play, it's an important role. So often projects will incentivize liquidity providers by streaming their tokens to them on some schedule, whether it's per block or per epoch. The point is, you're providing a service, in this case, providing liquidity, and you're being rewarded with tokens. Governance is a big deal. So sometimes a project will have a governance pool, and by staking your tokens into that governance pool, you receive tokens. I do this with a project called Barnbridge, which I have a video on. There's a bunch of these out there. And my point is, by having your own wallet, you can begin to interface and engage with these other projects and begin to generate yield. Now, to be honest, I don't want to go deep into that right now because it is the end of my acronym. It takes the most time to get there. But the point is, it's the most riskiest thing you'll do in the beginner series here, which is why it's at the end. Either way, the progress for most people is really just buy and then hopefully earn. If you do those two things, even though you're probably relying on a centralized exchange, you're going to be ahead of the game versus just buying and hodling, which is a perfectly good strategy too. Then if you begin to engage in the community, inevitably you're going to move to a place where you realize you want to self-custody. And once you do that, the whole crypto world starts to open up. And now you start to do things that are much more interesting and leveraging assets that you've purchased. But really, those 5 things, Betsy, that's my 101 series. That's what I tell my friends who ask me, how do I get into crypto? Follow Betsy. I mean, don't literally follow Betsy. I don't know a crypto Betsy on Twitter, though. Maybe I'll start that account.
Hey, well, that's cool, TKK. I'm already doing those things, though, man. Where do I go?
Well, I've got a part 2 of this series coming up, and I'll tell you the acronym. It's a BLT. You got Crypto Betsy to start, and if you're getting more advanced in the game, then you're going to want to take a bite of that Crypto BLT. What's it stand for? Do you know? If you think so, comment below. Let me know. Subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Crypto Betsy and love to hear your thoughts on what you think my Crypto BLT is. And yeah, that's it, guys. Until next time, be safe out there.